Empress. Yeah, good night, my sisters and brothers. Good night to each and every one. Welcome to the 80s podcast. From the 80s podcast. You know, this is way from the 80s. You know, Snappa always want me said the from, and which is right, because that's where it's from, the 80s. So I just want to say to each and every one of you, thank you for being here with us over the years. Thank you for liking and sharing and comment. Just keep like, share, and comment, because this program reaching the world. And sometimes you might come on and say, wait, who there and who not there and who is not there? Believe me, just be there. That's all that matters. Be there. And I just want to say again, good night to each and every one. We're not home, but we're home. We're home, but not home. But it's our home. So just want to say good night to each and every one. Much love, much respect. And just keep like and share. And I hope we have a great program tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, sweetheart, take it off.
Oh, you want more light?
No, I could go get it. Stop. Let's switch this yourself if you want. I think we have enough light, but you know, let there be light.
Let there be light and there was light. Want more light? You want more light around the sun?
No, I think we're good. Come, because I was watching. Yeah. Yeah, it's so beautiful to take a break from the east side to the south side.
It's
and
north,
just
north. That's north and this is south.
no,
north and south. That is east and west, north and south.
Okay. All right, here Snappa making all the corrections. So as you can know, we're from north to the south, and I'm from the east to the west. Just want to say, no matter where we go, we are here. And just grateful, grateful to be here. And before I start my program, I want to say big condolences to Mr. Trevor Ford family and friend and all his supporters. We lost a great king, a great man, and my mind is on him all day. So I could not even start my program because he was such a big influence behind things that we do. So I just want to say my biggest condolence to the world for for Trevor Ford, because he is such a great man. So we lost a great king, but we're going to keep his memory alive, and we're going to do great things in his name and keep his memory alive. So just look out, because we're coming with great things. He had said to me before, Andrea, you could continue my legacy, and he gave me the right. So I just want to make it open that he gave me the right to do so, and I'll do so with whoever want to do so to keep his memory alive.
Yes, man. And you know what?
Big up Melissa. You tear down Jamaica.
And what Andrea just said, it is so true. It is so true. Talking about Mr. Trevor T. that Ford again, you know, me did seminar and said RIP.
You don't have to say it.
I'm saying journey on. You know, my boss, my teacher, my friend. Like, people don't even understand our relationship. Yeah, my teacher, every time around is like me in a university. So we said, journey on. What does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? What can money do for your life if you got all that money and your life filled with strife? Don't even attach me to things. See, when you call my name, must be for the good joy that I bring. When earthly possession is all disposed, I only have my heart and my soul. So even though they say me underrated, tell them say we are legend, destined to be the best version of it.
Yes, and as I could see, we have some legend on this podcast tonight. I just want to say big up yourself, Empress Bubbles, a great queen, Ian Sweetness, another king. Just big up on yourself, keep doing and keep living life. Enjoy each other, love each other, respect each other, because guess what? Life is not promising to none of us. But when we're here, Make the best of
And
it.
even though they say luxury is great, you see a man is not measured by all he equate. So when I say goodbye, when I take my last breath, and the doorstep of heaven, breaking it down with the Most High, to whom I feel pleased, he says, son, you have done all that you were destined to be. You represent the best version of you, so even though they say you're underrated,
Never underrated.
you are a legend. So I sang that song for East Coast, and you say Ian is on, and everybody who do music, we round here, we are considered locally, round here, we are international people, but TREVOR FORDE represent us. And he go down legendary. A whole heap of people can't be a hero without having a lot of glamour. Well, TREVOR one of them man there will understand what it is to be a real hero. Yes, I'm here come out, so we say real legend never die. So Mr. TREVOR T. that Ford, sir, your legacy lives, and we gonna make sure we represent you all the way, sir.
So, when saying this and saying that, this is how we feel when we lost a great king or a great queen, or we lost someone who's special to us. So please, don't give the person the flowers like when they're gone. They can't see. Do it while they're here by spreading love, showing the respect, show a lot of gratitude, because life is too short and we just got to enjoy each other. And for that, I want to say much love to each and everyone that is on tonight. I just want to tell you, we appreciate you, we love you, and it's just great. And you know, this morning my husband and I was flying out, and we're sitting down there, and I'm looking at him, and I guess he's looking at me too, always looking at me, but I was looking at him, and I'm saying, just a few months ago I saw him and Mr. TREVOR sitting down having a great time. He driving him all the way to,
yeah, that was the best. That was a long drive.
16-hour drive, and because
like almost 20, like almost
yeah, because he wanted to have one of his car down, and he wanted to drive it down. My husband, great Snappa chef, said, "Okay, sir, let me drive it down." He take time off to drive it down and bring him there and bring him safe. And when he even leave up, he said, "You know, I feel so bad leaving him." And that connection, how love is.
Yeah,
We can love our brothers and sisters with no benefit, nothing behind, the sweet, great love. And that's what we need to cherish.
And let me salute Ven.
Felicia, big up yourself.
Let me salute Ven, because she was doing a good job. So it's not like I was saying where was that? It's not like he wasn't comfortable.
No, I couldn't say that, because that part, that's where he lived. No, I'm just saying because he's away from you. Guys, and we used to him in New York.
Exactly, that was the thing.
Yeah, we used to him in New York, and he's so far away, and then you have to bring him down there and know that you can't just walk over there like you used to, or call him and go there as you used to. So, just want to say, please take the time out and tell everyone how much you love them, care, good morning, how are you, check on your brothers and sisters, because life none of us don't know when that day gonna come. So just do it. Don't even think about it. And I must say, I want to say special love and thanks to my kids, my family and friends, my grandkids, and you know, to each and every one. But I must say, much love to you.
Yeah.
For all these years we're together, through thick and thin we're together, and we're trying to make it work. So I think,
you know, we say thick and thin,
because we have good moments and bad moments and middle moments.
I really don't see a lot of bad moments between me.
But because we are different, but you have people go through it, and we know to tolerate each other.
I think it's kind of like that kind of thing where people say it all a while, but for the most part, like rearing our kids, them I never see it so difficult.
Oh God, I have some great kids. Like, guys, I love you so much, all 5 of you.
And I can even say too, growing up, I don't remember having rough times. Like like
I remember rough time.
Angie, I know you from your young, and I
But
don't.
I'm saying, I remember rough time.
But since you start out,
No.
We never have a rough time. It's never
No, it's not you and me. But what I'm saying, sweetheart, we're not gonna make it about you and I. I'm just saying, in life, we have thick and thin. We all go through our moments, even with the kids, with work, with family, with even health. With so much things people go through.
Because I think people cherish that too much though. I think people put the bad times over the good times.
Not really.
I think people do that a lot. So
not really.
It's why you always have to say it.
Okay, so we're not gonna stuck on this because we're only having good time, good energy. And because I said good energy, we mean good energy. So again, I said to each and every one, please like, share, and comment. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We're going to build this. We're going to build this back like we're building Jamaica back.
Come back, we build this back. We Jamaica people. You went to the show last night. How was the show?
I said the show was okay. And because it was a grateful moment that Jamaica is benefiting from this, and this money that we paid, which it wasn't no small money, and plus the money we give back, it going back to Jamaica. And I'm always a part of giving back. Snappa and myself and my kids, we give back so much to Jamaica, so much to the world.
Who put on the show?
So I'm just saying, it's just a great thing to give back. And for me, giving back, I don't care what you want to do with it, because it's you and God. I do my part. My part is just to give. And your part is to just deliver. So if you receive it and don't deliver it, it's up to you.
So, he hasn't seen this. A big up, I say, yeah, man, Trevor Ford, I want to boss. And him say, I really miss Trevor Ford. And him say, whoa, Snappa, chef, God bless you, King. You know, I guess you're talking about when we drive down there, you know? And Betty Everly, she's watching. Empress Bobby, she watching. You could have carried
West
me.
Kim Felicia.
You could have carried me West Kim, you know? Yes, Empress, I was just going to call you, but, you know, Mr. We'll shout up later. Yeah, man.
You know, the next time we're coming, you could always come because we have space. And you know you're a part of the family and you're welcome to come wherever we go. I
say this, though, about, to me, about those shows, when I keep those shows, you have to put, like, some artist on it who's singing about what's going on. I think coming there to boost a career and so, to me, sometimes is not the best. It's not the... To me, you have to get artists who's singing from the art sometimes. So Snappa Chef, with the panel show there. Ian sing with the panel, Empress Bubble. Then they show, you can't, it's not, those shows, it don't call for a lot of flair.
I'm going to say something.
It's real music it needs, not that, those
you know what, sweetheart? And you're 100% right. But let me tell you something. I think those artists that was on there, whether they're showing their flares and whatever, I don't think they get paid, right? They don't get paid? They get paid? Or they? So once they have the heart like you guys just to give back and to be a part of it, it's fine with me. Because there wouldn't be a show without you guys. So once your guys putting on a show, yes, so just making yourself be known out there.
So we're going to do our own show then.
It doesn't matter. Just do your own show. So I'm just saying, you have great artists like you guys out there. Empress Bubbles, big up yourself. Bandeleg, Snappa Chef, Ian Sweetness.
I'm only representing Snappa Chef.
You have so many guys. I don't want to start calling names because you have so many guys out there that I sit and listen. I watch you guys perform on the 6th of December, and it was a great show. I really enjoy each and every one of the artists on the show. So therefore, I'm just saying there's a different place, different taste, different time, different space. But no, this time and this space is to let everyone know that you are loved. And all we have here, we share love, and we are caring and sharing, and we keep doing that. Pushing positive energy, and we here, all we have is just good feelings, good vibes to each and every one. Because remember, money don't make us. Money don't make us. We make the money. And when we make the money, you make the money. So listen what I'm saying. We're not doing this for the hype or the like. We're doing it for the love. So once we're doing it for the love, we're going to tell you guys every day how much we love you and we appreciate you from the bottom of our heart. If I 1 of you, 20 of you, 200 of you, we love you. And just thank you guys that continue to boost this program all over. I could get even from Africa, Europe, everywhere, everybody, you know. And I'm so happy when we as a family, not me and him alone, but you guys out there, can all be a part of this movement. And we're going to make this movement move. And for that, I say, Snappa Chef, tonight's program is about moving on to progress. Moving on. And a lot of people think progress is just money.
What is it?
I think progress is respecting each other and helping each other up and building each other. And if we can make that move, I think we have a great movement. What do you think?
I feel like, yes. I think a lot of us are progressing.
I think so too.
Because that's where I go again. I feel like sometimes these programs are about a reminder. And if you notice, a lot of the time, we always like playing devil advocate. Like, I would say something and you would say the opposite. Sometimes people think that we actually arguing, but that's our reason. So we always, most of the time, we don't agree, but we disagree to agree. Nothing wrong with that, because usually that's how you feel. It's just that some people don't get to tell the truth. So when you see relationship where people can actually disagree and easily disagree and still together for years, then you must understand, say it's real. Because most people want to say them peace, but them not gonna say it. You know? And then you too have to study the person who you're around and say, if that person is a strong-headed person, and them are going to answer back, of course you have get annoyed sometimes by it, but I life.
And as you're saying that, big up my granddaughter, Angel Sky, grandma, love you to the moon and back. Because you know what? As my little baby just the other day holding in my hand. And today the reason we're having, I'm saying, woo. And that's how I know things growing and people growing and things changing. And girl, you make me a programmer and you make me know how just to live life. Yeah, and life is to just live. Yeah,
big up yourself, Angel Sky. You're talking about progress, and that's progress.
Yeah.
So if somebody was to measure progress with you, what would you consider progress in your life?
My life, progress in my life is the growth and the happiness and the joy that I find. That's progress.
But what is growth though? What is growth?
Growth is like where I'm coming from to where I'm at today.
Where
mentally, physically and emotionally and financially.
Where
I
were
am
you?
at a different place in my life now. Where I was then, I never even know. You know what I mean?
No, think, where were you?
That's what I said. Where I was then, I may not even know, because I'm in a different place. And I'll be honest with you, I'm a different girl.
No.
That's
because if you don't know where you're coming from, then you can't know where you're going. So
no. I always know where I'm coming from.
Where were you?
That's what I'm saying. You're asking me a question. Allow me to answer. When you say, where were you?
Yes.
I'm always here. But where were I in my life a few years ago?
No, not a few years ago.
That's what you mean?
No.
When?
Can you talk about Angel? Let's go back to let's go to 15 years. When you was 15-year-old, where were you?
When I was 15-year-old, I was just, you know, it's so funny. At the age of 15, I was trying to save in the world. At 15, I was in Spanish Town, De La Vega City, growing up as a 15-year-old, conscious, helping the people them in poorhouse, helping the young girls them in Rivoli, Marchburn Road, Skycourt, De La Vega, wherever, Lakespen, Tiespen, Lime Tree, anywhere them, I will be there, being there for them at 15.
So you was helping people at age 15?
Yeah.
What kind of help?
Any help, emotional help, physical help, financial help at 15. Because
what is emotional help?
It's like people going through stuff and they want someone to talk to, someone to hold, someone to say it's going to be okay, no matter what, it's going to be fine.
So Angie, are you saying at 15 you can actually talk to people and help people?
I've been doing it since I was 12.
So give me a minute. Someone tell a 15-year-old girl today that fear a 15-year-old classmate going through something worse than what she going through, whatever what them consider depressing time or whatever. How them would have been, how that 15-year-old talk to that next 15-year-old.
It all depends. A 15-year-old going through something as you ask, and how does the other person react and help that person to go through their emotional problem. It's difficult. I cannot speak for it because I don't know what the problem is. But if there's a problem and you're 15 and you have a friend and they reach out to you, just take the time out to listen, help. And if you can't help, reach out to somebody who you think you can have confidence in and talk to, and that person maybe can help you to help that person, or maybe that person can intervene and help. You know, at 15, sometimes we're going through so much, but you know, I was always a conscious 15-year-old. So when anybody want to help out, you know, since I was like 10, everybody would say you have to be a lawyer or a doctor or something because you can help, but or a counselor. But there is not everybody. It's me, and I'm not everybody. So everybody deal with situation in different ways.
Yeah, because sometimes because you said when you are 15, you was helping out emotionally, mentally, physically, whatever. But I feel like then that's almost like something that you capitalize on today with your job. So I feel like a lot of time people see their greatness from that time. I feel like if I go back to me, from me I go to school, me I sell candy, me as a hustle. I'm just a hustler. Like it's so crazy that I never do like illegal hustling. Because I was always a hustler. Like I never want to work for people. Like when I do it, I'm going against myself. You know me feel about that. Because from the day you know me, I'm always making my own moves. So sometimes some of the great business people who you see, they are actually they're born like that. And then they find somebody nurture it and tell them something great. So I'm saying when you were helping people emotionally at 15, maybe if there was people who understand how to like say formulate it and make it becomes like put your like say for instance brochures or like say cards and everything and say if you have like a 15 the baby giving problem also I bring them to Andrea and then before you know it, you could have maybe have a whole system running at that age. Because you are saying it now, that's why you was...
Yeah, but you see, at that age, sometimes, now it's different. At that age, you're not even thinking about people babysitting. Well, you're just freelancing, just doing what you do and love to do it and feel good doing it. But now it's a different time where you can get more access to certain things to make you more...
Yeah, you think that because that's what I was saying, because nobody nurture it, because it's what happened to us. Like when I like 17, 16, me a baker, I bake things and I sell it, and it will never know that I should actually own a bakery. And then the owner of the biggest bakery and then get some...
Well, you see, sweetheart, that's the thing. But you own restaurants.
No.
Because, wait, no, sometimes people not see your greatness, but you see. It's just to push it ahead and keep going. So let me say this. As you say that, it's very important. And I have to say this, sorry. Sometimes you see the hero in you. You see the greatness in you and another person can't see. Do not make somebody else stifle the person you are and don't see the greatness in you the way you see. Keep pushing it. Keep going, because they may not see it now, but they will see it later on. So never stop. Never give up because somebody don't see your dream. Somebody don't believe in your dream. You're gonna... No.
Because I think that's what I'm trying to achieve with this argument. Is if you was reason Angel is like 13, and so she would understand that if she feel like she see greatness in her right now, like a t-shirt business or jewelry business, whatever she's doing, or she doing, and she feel like she just doing it. I remember when Dana first made some perfume, it still stick with me, and I said, it smells nice, and I said, where is it? I said, you know, I take some flowers and I'm like, why should I make? And I say, and I keep saying, yo, this smells so good. And there was that,
and that's why.
And then there's one who makes some like it's a coconut oil and some cinnamon thing, and I'm like,
yeah, Dana was always gifted from young, but nobody see.
But I think all of us are gifted.
No, I'm saying at times we are all gifted, but as a parents and sometimes family members, or it take a village to raise a child, so it don't have to be the biological parents, but it can be anyone else. Take the time out to see that interest in that kid. Take the time out to see that gift and that growth.
I think it's our duty. I think it's our duty not to bombard our kids with stupidity and see their greatness and highlight that and push that. We're not supposed to worry about buying them the latest stupidness. We're supposed to be promoting what them good at. So if them love music, promote their music, send them to a music school, buy them instrument, because you know them love it, and them still are going to do it. And try to teach and put them on to mentors who can steer them in the right way. A lot of...
And at times, sweetheart, I'm going to say this, as time as parents, we want what's best for our kids. And we can see the dream in them, we can see what they want, but sometimes what we see is not what they want. So that's another thing we need to do. Wait, I'm sorry. That's another thing we need to do. We need to talk to our kids. Find out from our kid. What would you like? Is this what you want? Because sometimes we see and we're not seeing right. Because we're seeing it because as a parent we want what's best for them. And sometimes it's not what we want is best for them, but what we think. Because going back and thinking, look at our kids. My daughter, I give my daughter dancing. Every dancing you can think. I put her in swimming, football, soccer, music. I let my daughter play the piano, play the guitar. She play violin. And we do everything. But what did she want?
I think she want to become a teacher because she learned everything.
Right. So it make her rounded.
Exactly.
So wait. So, and at first my daughter wanted to be a lawyer. And then she started and then she get discouraged. And then she said, okay, I want to be, a journalist. And she started and then... So I'm saying, for my son, he wanted to be a doctor. That's what I thought. He go to one of the most prestigious school, ready for medical school, and he said to Mom and Dad, can I take a year break and come back and stuff? And today I talked with him and he didn't. He go back to law school, he do whatever he want to do, and he said to me, Mom, I never want to be a doctor. I was just doing it because I know that's what you want. And it was surprising to me because I thought he was so good in school. I thought that's what he wanted. But sometimes what we thought they want, that's not what they want. That's why it's very important as parents to sit and talk to the kids, to find out from them, what do you want? I have my baby boy is in college now, and it's last year. He said he want to be this, then he changes his major again and change. And I said, what do you want? He said, Mom, to be honest, I thought that's what I want. And when I reach out, so they do change their mind. So parents, I'm telling you, because sometimes we pay the money and we do this and we want that for our kids. Please take the time out to sit with your kids, talk. What do you want? Because I made that mistake. So I'm telling you.
They don't know what they want.
No, that's what I'm saying. Ask them, what do you want? Give them the chance to tell you. So if you help them go down the line and they change their mind, you could say, but that's what you said. No. It's not what we said. Because sometimes as a parents, we always want the upper hand, but they have a voice.
It's kind of like, it's
like Angel Sky. Angel Sky, well, our mind, where Isaiah, their mind made up. And so, no, their mind made up in what they want now. In a few years or maybe next year, it's a change.
That's why I'm saying you should get them rounded. So anything that they're interested in, like once you see them have interest in it, you nurture it.
Yeah, but sometimes they will have so great interest, babes, and they go into it, and you nurture it, and then have a change of heart.
Nothing wrong with it.
And that's fine. So that's what I'm saying. Talk with them.
Because in not everything there's teaching lesson. Because they will tell like a lot of say doctors or musicians. A lot of doctors never doctor. them just a doctor because them want, and them gonna be a lawyer, them be politician. A lot of politicians are lawyers. A lot of people, not because them go to school for that. A lot of lawyers are teachers. A lot of, they don't stop there. It's nothing wrong with being a rounded person in this world. So, but I think what we tend to do is what you're saying. We are trying to, because where we come from is only lawyer, doctor. From where we come from, lawyer, doctor, Indian chief. Not no Indian coming, Indian chief. But let's go, lawyer, doctor. Who else?
Everybody.
No.
The garbage man.
No. You have to
Well,
you know where we from is lawyer. What you supposed to become?
Tanisha. Huh? What? What must I...
When you're growing up, when they ask you what you want to become, when people... When we're growing up, right, in Jamaica, right? And they say, what do you want to become when you get old? What people usually say?
What you want to become when you get old? I not understand. Then they always ask you what you want to be when you get old.
What you want to be when you get old? What people usually say?
They ask you, you tell them what you want to be.
What people usually, what they expect you to say?
Doctor or lawyer, that's what you mean?
And what else?
Doctor and lawyer and teacher and whatever they want.
No. It's a simple question. What usually your parents want you to answer, say? When they say, what do you want to come when you get big?
The boys, they always say policeman and soldier, and the girl, they always say doctor, lawyer, nurse, and teacher.
Exactly. So you see, we never have a lot of options. If you say something else and say a musician, them like, what?
Right, because we are living in a different world now, and the world are revolving different. No, one time musician, listen babe, one time musician didn't hold that great impact like now, because now you can be a musician behind the scene and you can be vocal, you can be instrumental. Back home, when we were young, being a musician, all people look about it as singer. Nobody not thinking a musician could be behind the scene, hitting the rhythm, hitting the beat, and it wasn't like that because things change and we have the computer, we have social media, we have so much thing open up to know that being a musician is just more than being a vocalist. Or when you used to hear people lick rhythm, you just not even know when they used to lick the rhythm. And you would have paid so much money to lick a rhythm, and I see you sit and make your own rhythm.
Yeah, but it's not it's almost like what we doing now is mimicking what the real musician play.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
The rhythm that we do is the musician and play it into whatever we play it from. So they would play everything into like a drum machine and give some pattern and so. And we can go there and play out something and maybe enhance it and add a little tweet or whatever. Sometimes most of the time we'll do stuff like sometimes you see somebody going out and go select different drum pattern, whatever. Yeah, as I said, the musician, when you hear a song like Stage Show Bad Mind, why it sounds so rich is because the people play the live music. Live drum, live guitar, you have the live hands and blow. So nothing better than live music. So when you go to a band show, you see it so. Or when the artist now say nothing.
The band that says something.
The band that says something. So what you're saying just now, it just shows you what else we don't know. But the problem with that is only we alone would say something like that.
No, because we didn't know no more, and we didn't know better.
But that's the reasoning.
Yes, but sweetheart, what you don't know, you don't know.
It's not good though. You don't make it right.
No, it's don't make it right. But if you don't know, then you don't know if you're right or
so
you're
why
wrong.
we don't know, Angie?
Why you think we don't know, Snappa?
Because I feel like we are trying not to know. Like there's a lot of stuff today.
I think you're wrong. Today, there's a lot of stuff. If we try not to know and we don't know, then we don't want to know.
We're still doing it today, Angie.
But what I'm saying, back then, we didn't know because we didn't have so much access to things to know.
Angie, we are still doing it today. We are still
doing what?
We are everything.
No, we're not still doing it today because
we are still not building
when
community.
at 15 you couldn't make the rhythm you could make. No, at 15 we didn't have the opportunity.
It's not
I
use that as a.
No, wait. At 15, now a 15-year-old, a 12-year-old could make their own podcast. They could make their own screen. We didn't have access to that.
Yeah, but what they do with a podcast though, when they make a podcast?
I don't know. It's
they start
different.
cursing each other and
It's
start.
not all of them. Some of them can make it like the kid you were showing me today.
How much of these podcasts up here you see that is viral?
I'll be honest with you.
No, answer this.
No, so I'm not gonna
No,
be
hold on. When you listen, for hear me I say, how much of these podcasts that we are saying conscious things to our youths, you see is viral up here?
That's what I just said to you. I wouldn't be the right person to ask that question because once it's not educated or it's not sensible, I'm not even listening.
You think you don't listen?
No, I don't listen to foolishness.
You don't.
If it's something like a little gimmicks, funny, whatever, I listen. But something to tear we down or tear each other down, I don't listen to it. I don't.
Cool, and I will say, and I'm not saying you, but I'm saying that I'm telling you, this is what going viral out there.
I know, but guess what? We allow it to go viral. We allow it when we keep on looking over it, laughing, commenting, and this is what they want. Once I start watch something and it's tearing down my brother or my sister or tearing down the youths, or it's so, I'm not going ahead with it. I just start and I just look. If it's not conscious or something not touching, you know, I was at the show last night and there was an impact and a lady beside me just touched me. And she said, I could see you're a conscious Rastafari. And I said, oh Lord. She said, I said, no, I'm a conscious person. You have nothing to do with my hair because they think I'm a Rastafari or who. I'm just a conscious person within me. Because she said, I realized when the music playing and the conscious music, how you move to it and you connect with it and you dance to it. And when it's not the real music, you sit. I said, every music is real. No matter how you take it, every music have a message in it. But it's what message are you looking for? And it's what are you, you know, sometimes the youth, them I say something, you allow them and you listen because the message in the music, there's something they're crying out or there's something and you're just not hearing it. But I may be sitting back and listening back. I may can't do nothing about it, but now I'm doing something. And you can reach out. And then there goes when you have music where it really touch the soul, where I have to go deep. Like, you know, when the song will say, hurry up and come back. That's the last thing she hear. It reaches so much mother. And it reaches so much parents. And so much family members. So that's something dear to me because I've been there. So when I hear music like that, I can relate. Some of the young rappers, the young reggae artists, the young dancehall artists, the young soca artists, they may send message in their song, but you have to take me a while to get it. And maybe, maybe I don't get it, but you would surprise that Zumba have way great message in it. And you just don't get it.
I say that too, but I don't think it's right. I say that too, what you just said. And I understand it, because I would be lying if I say I don't understand. Right? And I would understand if you want to say it's culture, whatever, if you consider that culture, right? But I feel like, and I'm not going all the way, but I feel like we accept that too much.
Yes.
Because I feel like most...
Because we are not the young generation.
No, it's not we. I'm talking about we as in complexion.
Oh, we as people.
Yeah, we accept downgrading of ourselves and try to justify foolishness too much. Like what it is if everybody come and up and sing, like even if you say it's not the most whatever message, but at least make you feel happy without trying to tell them I'm gonna shoot your brother and your mother and your dog and your thing. They're like, how am I supposed to justify
and then, sweetheart, here we go. Loving ourselves and teaching each other and teaching people around us how to love. Eventually, gonna get there. Because I think it's getting a little better than how it used to be. But music is a lot of lesson and people learn through music. And the music today is kind of violent. Some of them are sad. And you have good music and bad music. But listen, we have a whole generation. And we have a lot of people listening to a whole Okay.
I think if
Going back, wait, sweetheart, to Empress Bubbles. If you're there, you can relate. I remember when Empress Bubbles was at Snap Splash and she was performing. And the kids them was just hearing. And when the younger people them start relate, when Bubbles saying, "What's up?" And they, yeah, and I tell you, it took me a while to know what was what's up. But the way they take on to it so fast, and they will take on to this, that, because if you're saying what they want to hear, they're going to jump to it.
Yeah, but the problem, I think, sometimes, with you think it's the artist's problem. It's not
Yes,
the
a lot of time, artists. Wait, listen, listen.
The artists only sing it.
No.
Because, listen, because you can't say no without hearing me say. The artists only sing it because there's a market for it.
No. And I'll say, no, I'll shake my head till it drop off. We believe some of this, the artists have to take responsibility for what's going on. We believe the parents have to take responsibility, the teachers, the lawyers, the doctor, we all have to take responsibility. So, knowing that whatever the artists speak, because music is a rhythm, music is like a different language, and kids learn from music. My daughter's an excellent teacher. Big up yourself, Miss Deandra, for years. 7 years, my daughter's in the education system. Top teacher for how many years? And I'm telling you, I used to turn to you and say, wait, Deandra teach music in the class? Because I went a few times and sit in her classroom and watch as a proud mother. And I would see how Deandra teaching the kids, and they get it when they're dancing and singing. I see Deandra, and I even transfer Isaiah to her school, and transform that Isaiah transform. And we get it, and get it so easy because of music. So I believe the music that you as an artist out there putting out, you have a great impact on the kids out there today.
So Kim was saying everybody have to hold
accountable. I am, yes, Kim, and you're so right. Where's Felicia?
I think I'm agreeing. I think that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no. What I'm saying, it's just not just the market for it. We need to put great things on the market. That means when we kids hear it, whether they don't want to hear it, that's all on the market. So that's what they gotta buy.
But who you think, even though if you ever play the devil advocate now, who you think buy the stuff them in the corner store? Why do you think there's a corner store? Because it's what you call it, supply and demand, or whatever they call it. So the corner store sell the blue juice, the chips, a lot of chips, a lot of salty, peanut, everything. If you have,
good night.
So if you have people going there looking for healthy stuff, they're not gonna put up more of a healthy choice.
That's what I said.
So the reason why they put more salty stuff and more sweetie is because the people who go to the corner store don't want a healthy choice.
Not really. And I'm gonna throw a wrench in that right now. I understand what you're saying, but I wouldn't agree and I wouldn't disagree. So I would be in the middle. I would be in the middle because I'm gonna say this. At the corner store, what we want is sometimes it's not the choice, it's what we can afford. And sometimes in the other community and the health shop, because they start like that from the beginning. The stuff that's what you need and the price is right. When they come in our neighborhood, the healthy stuff will be double the price.
Stop it.
Wait, let me finish with that.
Stop it.
Let me finish, please. The healthy stuff will be double the price, and sometimes you want it. But all right, for instance, to buy a bread, and you have to buy a flourless bread or a healthy bread for $7. And as a parent who maybe get welfare or just have a little income or whatever, and you have 5 children to feed, and you know that one healthy bread will last for 2 days, and the price of the one healthy bread, you could have get 3 bread for $7, and that will last longer. Not knowing that it's better because maybe it's lasts longer, and it's a longer delay, and you reach into the hospital, this, that. But guess what? Sometimes it's not the choices. We don't have much choice, and sometimes it's the money. Sometimes it's how you grow. Sometimes
it's why you have these programs, because I think a lot of it is education. A lot of it is is education. I feel like what you just said a while ago is proof that to say that you don't need to buy garbage, because if you buy the healthy bread where you said, maybe you're going to use one slice, even by force, the fact that it's not addicted, it's not something that you want more, because you're going to eat it for what the food's supposed to be, for nutrition, because you're hungry, so you're going to eat some for gear and you feel good. You're not going to eat it because it tastes good, you just want more just because you get addicted to it, because that's what happened to with a lot of stuff that our corner store got addicted to it, so you just eat more chocolate, eat more this, eat more that.
Yeah, and I'm saying, sweetheart, sometimes it's not the addiction only.
It is the addiction.
It's the financial part.
No.
If you cannot, I'm telling you.
No.
To buy a chocolate at a corner store, right? You could get a chocolate like for $2 and $1, the real chocolate. But if you have a real chocolate and you want a real nice piece of chocolate, you have to have like $5.
A real nice piece of chocolate, even if you love chocolate, you don't get addicted to eat that.
No, I'm not talking about I'm not talking about the quality and the taste. I'm talking about the financial part and the good goods. So when you have $2 and you want a piece of chocolate, you can just go buy it. But if you want the real chocolate, you have to have like $5. And sometimes you don't have that $5, but you just want a piece of chocolate. So I would say,
you know the funniest thing about this, where I think I differ with the mothers them, because you really think that. That's crazy. Because I see it every time I go to the corner store. And I will watch the fathers them most time and say, nah. Like, and worse if they're conscious, because there's a lot of fathers out here who are actually girls too. And I'm talking about a real tough man who actually was raised with their mother and they don't know these things. The man them know that, no, most of all, you don't even need to eat it. Go home and go sit in there. Go home and go make some chips. Go home, go make some fries. I'm going to tell you, see, with this stuff like that, even if you look around it, you look at even say, even sometimes the boys them versus the girls them, you will see that a lot of things, the girls, just even the good girls them around, they are more vulnerable to even, not even taking care of themselves. They don't even care about health, like we see the boys them. So
that's not true.
I am telling you, I see it with my own two eye. Go, if you go to the park a month and you see like these things is, and maybe. And I'm not saying you don't have a world of guys who mess up, but I'm telling you why you say that. Because mothers always feel guilty, like they're supposed to give the kids them more unhealthy stuff. And I'm saying no, because most of what I say right there is kind of a cop-out to say that yes, we buy them unhealthy stuff because we are poor. No, because most of the time,
I didn't say because we are poor. Because when you're poor in the ability and you're poor in your head to do more. I'm never poor, I'm rich. Because I'm rich in understanding, I'm rich in Christ, I'm rich in balance. And, you know, that's a cop-out. But what I'm trying to say, what you're saying is not always true. When you say the father, I think the father will more quicker forgive them the stuff to just get rid of them and let them go than the mother. The father will be the one drop them at the corner store and say, pick up on the one. The mother would have said, no, because when you come with me, I'm too hyper. Because it's always the mother's responsibility to deal with that after. So it's not true. A mother will give it like if you're running, a mother will give it to the kid. If like just running and the kid crying, they want to get go. And I'm saying this to say this. What you said, I disagree, like with saying the mother just give them that, no. Sometime a mother have to make it stretch. The mother is the one who think about the bills in the house, the kids to be taken care of. Even if the father gives the money, the mother have to know how it works. So for instance, if the father give the mother $200 and she knows say she have to pay $100 for the rent and she have to pay $25 for the light, $25 for the gas, and so that $150, and she knows that she need toiletry and she need food, she have to balance it. So sometimes it's a financial part.
A lot of things that y'all buy, you don't even
yeah, I'm talking about making it work, making it happen.
A lot of things that y'all buying at the house, if you actually turn your hand and make fashion, it make your life better, if the kids them come out better, and we have a better relationship. Because if you saying that, it can be that you want to take it, and if you mess up, you're not supposed to get called out. Because it don't mean that you are doing a bad thing because you are trying, but even sometimes you are trying too hard. It don't, hold on. It don't mean you're right if you're wrong. If you do something
There's
wrong,
no wrong and right in parenting.
No.
There's
Yes,
no wrong.
yes,
No,
no,
you know why? There's no book on parenting. Everybody parents
There's
different.
no book. There's no book. Yes, there's no book, but there's a book.
Well, show me the book.
I would feel like you kind of understand the
Show
book.
me the
I
book.
feel like
No, because that's my understanding. And the way I look at parenting, and next person
But I
may
think
not
when you
look at
see
it.
parents not doing the right thing, you see it. I don't think, I'm not even going to try to argue that, because I feel like if you walk on the street and see parents doing the wrong thing, you would see it and you could call it wrong.
Of course, but what I'm saying...
So that's what I'm saying.
No, what you're saying and what I'm saying, maybe it sounds alike, but it's different. What I'm trying to say, parenting, we as a parents might look over and say, oh, look what she treated, look at picnic, look what... But when you're living in that household and you see what's going on, it's a totally different thing.
Yeah, but sometimes it's a signal to you to say, maybe you need to talk to her, the parents, instead of talking to the kid. Because maybe like, you have to start back, go back, kind of reverse and fix that a little bit. And most of the time, that's how it starts. But if you try to fix something with, like when you say them say, dance a yard before you dance abroad. If you see people come to the supermarket and start licking mother and kicking mother, most of the time in the supermarket, them start kick the mother. You know?
And that's true, I agree. And there we go again, a strong home with kids begin with two parents, two great parents. And as a parents, we have to work together and make it happen. And that's where it starts. And just to say this, there's no book on parenting. I know parents, one can be, mostly they say the mother do this and the mother. I'll be honest, and I'm going to say this. I think mothers get more pressure in raising kids than father. And I think mother do, most of the time, it's the mother who leave with these kids to raise, not the father. But I'm just saying this, we have to make a change, and we have to start making a change now. As we hear you say the song with Isaiah, I'm talking to the man in the mirror.
Yeah, but you see...
Wait, sweetheart. I'm talking to the man in the mirror, and the man is us. Because when you look in the mirror, the person you see is yourself. Unless there's an image behind you. When you look in the mirror, you see someone behind you. And that's something we got to look at sometime. I hear you were saying to Isaiah, wait, baby. When you say, I'm talking to that man in the mirror. Sometime, the man in the mirror, people think it's you. But you have the mirror looking, and in the reflection behind you, there's a different person. And sometime in us, there's a different reflection. So therefore, we're talking to the man in the mirror, but which one of the man? Is it you or your reflection or who behind you?
Yes. Okay.
So that's something very important we need to look at.
Okay. So let's go back to this. So West Kim was saying everyone should hold accountable. That was the music. So Felicia, good night, Felicia. So Felicia is saying everyone has their own taste in music. Not all music is good to everyone. I react to music that I can relate to, and it's mostly positive. Right? As she says, mostly positive.
Yeah, of course.
So, because sometimes, even though the music may not be all the way positive, you can dance to it. So sometimes it's where a lot of these artists get away. Some music that you dance to, you don't even know what it's saying, but you dance to it.
In the other hand, Felicia said, I believe music has a lot to do with the person life. Everyone has a different life experience, which I agree. And here, you see, Kim said, mother has more patient and more attentive.
She said, father are more what? Father are more enablers. Father are more enablers. Mothers are more. She said, father are more enablers.
Who is she?
Kim said, father are more. That was the one before. She said, basically, you were saying about the father will buy them the stuff. Yes, I mean, you know what it is sometimes? I think sometimes when we say, because most of the time, when we try for reason to a question, reason to like problems or whatever in our community, we try to battle it out between the male and the thing. But I think as much as we are in this together, so a lot of times,
and that's what we want.
But I even say it though, like a lot of men who do those things are female. A lot of men who do the stuff that is enable because they're acting like, because most of these men are feminine. Like if you get most Kim's sons or your son, them sit right here, they start reasoning from a feminine standpoint because they don't know how to talk the truth. Because they wasn't raised, like in other community, males are raised to be males. So they're going to talk like a man. In our community, we ready to argue with the woman, ready for this because you grew us like that. So hold on, so we don't, I'm explaining, no, because you don't even grow us to be a man because we can't. So
where we're going to be?
You grow us. You actually what you are complaining about today, as woman today, is for us to be feminine. Because if we act like a man, you all don't like it. You say we are talking down to woman. You say we are too rough. Because man in our community, in every other community, man get to say one man feel like we see things different. No, you are born with that thing. That is why when you're married, or when you become a person at the house, you take on that. So when you are fighting off a man for do what you do, you are fighting, and it's why a lot of our men today are so feminine. Even though they may look rough and so, they're going to argue with you, you're never going to fight over a bleaching cream because man, you want to dress them up like you want them to dress up in the tight thing, you want them to look like you want beautiful, you want you admire those people. When you see them, you say them look, when you like on them picture and you say them pretty. But a man, eventually is a man you really want though. Because when that man comes like us, you really don't want him. That's why it's confusing. Most women really don't want that. But that is what they're showing us, are showing a real man that they want. So because most women even today even respect even gay man over straight man.
Wait, sweetheart, let me stop.
No, stop me there. Let me just tell you what I say. So I'm saying that to say, the man them who she said that are enablers, and I'm not saying fathers don't do it, right? Even if the man enablers, most of the time, when me and my them apart more while, is that as I try to tell them something, even if they're going to ask them, I say, brother, no more of that. No, that's one. Like if me Isaiah what? I'm say, I mean, going to store, you can't go crazy. I like just one.
And you see, wait 1 second. You see what you say, yeah, Isaiah. The thing is this, you have learned more, you understand more,
right.
You grow.
True.
So everybody has to have that growing thing, but guess what?
Because I was raised by a woman. I was raised by a woman. Maybe if
all right, can I say it now, please? The thing is this, we grow. And in the process of raising 5 kids, and now you come down to the grandkids, you're different. You're always different when it comes to the grandkids. Okay. Here you said to Isaiah, enough. I never used to hear you say that to Demara, Shanlit, Kain, Luke. No. You always enable them with the candy more than I do, because you even eat it more. The sour thing, the long straw, and I said, no more. You said, all right, let's let them get some more gummy beer.
Crazy? Don't say that.
No, it's Snappa.
Me?
Yes, you. You would more give them the candy than me when you go to the store. You will give them the candy more because you eat it with them. And you will eat the chips with them and stuff when they were younger, not me. I never used to eat candy. I'm never a candy girl. So I'm just saying, and you will enable Deandra to get anything she wants. You pick it up. Because that's what fathers used to do. They enable and make the kids and feel happy. But I'm just saying, as you grow and you get older, and the knowledge and the wisdom and the understanding that come with your growth, some of us use it to our potential. Some of us use it for the right reason, but some of us use it not to use it. So as you grow older and you grow more, you know the effect that the candy give. Candy to us, when you buy the kid a candy, nobody was even thinking about the hyper and the distance. We didn't have that money to give them as much candy.
Like sometimes, right? Doesn't show the argument for you sometimes it's not true. Is why would I have a discussion? Why would I bring it up? If I think No.
No, I'm telling you.
No, it's a
All right,
conscious
right
reason.
now, you and I
It's not me trying to...
No, we're not right now, you and I reason. And listen what I'm saying to you. I said, being a parent, it's totally different from being a grandparent. When we were a parent, the things that I let Angel Sky get away with now, D'Angel couldn't get away with.
I think that's what the program is about, though.
Right, so that's what I'm saying to you when you say it's not true, it's true. Because what I'm trying to say to you, as you grow older and you understand more, you do things differently. The person who do not want to do it differently, they're not growing. They're just growing in the same mindset because they don't know different. And you said, well, that don't make no sense. It makes sense because it's not every one of us know how to tread.
No, Lana, it's not get caught. Is the reason is bigger than getting caught, Lana. The reason is, right, we are trying to say, right, because it's not even supposed to be this. It's supposed to be that. It's supposed to be that even today, what even just we reason and we try to win a point.
There's no win. There's no win. It's getting our point across.
Because this is our reason. It's even when...
Oh, me and you're talking?
No,
we as people?
People generally. It's like, so if somebody don't win the conversation, then the conversation don't make no sense. But cool, a lot of debate are going to know. I think, cool, like with this podcast, like I'm learning, and I'm say rest in peace again to TREVOR FORDE, because he used to tell me this, because he was like, Snappa, I get what you're trying to tell her, because I was like, Trev, I want to keep this thing so positive, right? And I said, the problem is, I don't like when it's all over the place. And him say, you see, once you open a microphone or open a live, then she get to say anything she want to talk. If you was talking about this thing and she want to talk about the World War I, then you have to go there with it because it's woman, she's not trained. So this is what it is. Like when you see, and it's not even trained, is that when you see like Oprah them have a program and so, a lot of time it's sense, a lot of time them edit it, so you don't see the rawness of it, especially what we are doing. So we get it. So I'm saying to you, so sometimes really and truly, we may talk about something and the branch are told we talk about chips and some other thing, because there's always things where you can show.
Yeah, but what I'm saying to you...
No. I'm only saying this big part of what Lana said. I get caught. So I'm saying... Yeah,
maybe she just say you get caught with the candy.
No, I know that. I know what she's saying. But I'm saying the reasoning is much bigger than that. If that was the podcast, then I would get it. Nothing wrong with that. But I'm saying we can always have debate where we do that. Because, of course, there's things that I do that you do better than me, and there's things that...
It's not about who do it better.
No. May I explain something?
I know what we're saying, but we don't want to stay upon the podcast with the one night
But I get to explain myself, don't?
Yeah, but I'm trying to say...
But I just explained something.
Yeah, and I understand that, but what I'm saying, to take it on from there...
No, because I want to go back to what I was saying. I'm trying to say, the podcast, we talking about candy and all of this, is way bigger than that. It's what today, why these programs are necessary, because we earlier start talking about, she said from that time to now, and I said, where were you that time? And then she started saying, when she was 15, what she not doing, she used to motivate people and this and that. I'm like, so where are you today? And then she started saying that. So I'm saying, one of the things today is even with this podcast, don't even know how important it is. So we could come up here and talk about chips and talk about all these things because it's cool and it's all right to win a conversation. But it's actually a bigger argument because there's a reality that you can talk around it and you can find blame game you can find a little instant to say where this fit your part or whatever, but the reality is still gonna be there. And I know the reality. And one thing I can tell you about you know the reality. So we can always find our word and make everything to make, like, people can justify anything. Anything, but still, after you do all of that, there is a big reality waiting right there. And I feel like up until now, we don't, and I will tell you this, there's, like, you know, sometimes I love with mother, but then our reason, is when we touched like part of where she was weak in the parenting, and she said, "Oh my God, son, I didn't know. I'm sorry." May I tell her, my mother said that if it's one thing I respect with her, she said, "Oh my God, for what? What was I doing that for?" Like when I'm like, when you work for these people and you gonna send the other kids them go to school or we never go to school, she like, and for what? But today, mothers, they be like, yeah, because the father, and it still make us no good. Like, why you do it?
And let me answer that. You said as you talk to your mom, and she would say, why would I leave to work to send people, white kids off or black kids off to school and not my kids? Mm-hmm. That's a real question today, but I could answer it. I do not think it was wrong at the time. I do not think it was right at the time. It's what you know and how you know to do it.
True.
Yes. So what I'm saying, during that time, as parents and we have kids, to provide food on the table and roof over their head, we have to go out and look it. When you go and work with those other people who can afford it, they could have afforded it so they could hire you to work for. My thing is this, and I think in our culture, and then there was no birth control or no education about stop having so many kids. And even though I hear and say, yeah, people have a lot of kids, I don't believe in that. Having a lot of kids and cannot take care of the kids, this is where we go. And for me, I'm saying it, and I would say to the young girls, it's okay to have 1 or 2 babies. But if you can't see a way out and can provide for those kids, don't have so much kids and be bothered to yourself and to others.
I don't think Jewish people is saying that. We're just saying.
No, I'm saying me. I'm not talking about
I don't think it's money that gives
Yes,
them
babes, listen, it's not the money. What happened in our community, these young girls have a lot of kids with these men who promised them they would stay with them and stick it out, and then they have this kid, it didn't work out, and they move on, and it didn't work out, and they move on. So they have 5 kids, 5 different men. And they have to provide for that kid. With all due respect, you said that you don't think it's that in a Jewish home. The Jewish man do not leave their kids like the black man.
You still have.
So no, you touch the Jewish home. So let me.
But you still got broken homes.
Yes, and I know, but it's not as much as you see our home are broken.
Because it's a culture.
Yes, so that's
you got to understand though.
But you can't say no one and I take
no, but you got to understand. But you got to understand. It's a. We
yes,
just were
but
talking
sweetheart,
about.
let me address what you said.
Just one thing. We're just talking about the artists and the people who consume the music. So if you're talking about woman having kids to a man, then it's woman and man having sex. It's not man and force woman have sex.
No, I'm not saying that. All right, let me take it off for the Jewish man and the black man and put it on the Jewish woman and the black woman. In a Jewish community, it was planned sometime, the marriage. And it's a culture, you know, you cannot have kids without married. In our community, it's not like that. So therefore, even in Africa, you have to marry like the Jamaican culture. But you, even Africa, or even the Muslim home, you cannot marry without having kids. But let me finish. Let me finish.
Your mother and your father married. My mother married.
Let me finish, sweetheart. And even then, in the Jewish community, you don't see a Jewish man with 5 wives. So it's always totally different the way we do it. So wait, let me see. And it's not, a Jewish man can marry a young girl or a relative or whatever, maybe we are not with it. So every race have their own problem. But the fact that even a man have 5 wives or 4 wives and each wife have 8 kids. You tell me how that man gonna provide for that 5 wives and 8 kids.
Where? Which where?
I'm saying when the man them have that 5 wives.
In our community?
We black people.
No, but you don't see that.
I see that. My coworker father have 4 wives. And the first wife have 5 kids, the other one have 5, and the third wife have 3. And the other one
they are just making it.
No, you can't just want to make it your way. It's
I'm not even trying.
I'm telling you, Muslim home, it's like that.
Culture where they gotta have, like right now, I don't mind my kids and give me some grandpitney. I don't want them to have no pitney.
No,
I
we
like
all
to see
want
people
that.
move on with their grandpitney.
No, we all want that, but what I'm saying, I do
I
not want
there's nothing wrong with
Snappa.
kids.
What I see differently now, I do not want my kids to have a lot of kids if you can't help those kids and to see the kids suffer or you have to run out to work and no, but it's not just our kids. Run out to work and you can't take care of your kids home because you have to work because survival is a must. When we were young having
I'm not
kids,
talking against kids though.
No. I know that. When we were young and having kids, we didn't have much help from your parents nor my parents. And so, therefore, we want the best for our kids, so we have to go work.
I think it's why maybe
none of us didn't stay home with them.
But I think it's why maybe them never turn out to be the worst.
No, but we didn't stay home with them. We go look at jobs and take it.
I stayed home, my kid.
And don't go work?
I bring them to work with me.
Right, so that's what I'm saying.
I bring them to work with me. I left from work, I call the boss, I go pick them up. I put them on my bicycle, I put them in the back of my car to sleep. I do everything what a man's supposed to do for them kids. It's why I can't stand up. It's why I can sit right here. Hold up. It's why I can sit right here and tell that most of the time what you are talking is not so.
But it's not all the men do it.
All of the men that used to around me do it.
No, but listen.
Listen to me good. Listen, let me explain to you this. All of my brethren that used to around me, do it.
All of my friends them around me do it. So
then,
I'm just saying.
So what I was saying then?
No, I'm just saying it's not about us. I'm just saying it.
So then when we were you were the mother.
What?
When we were running having our kids at the back of the car, and when we have to take care of each other, we bridging them kid while them appearing to our house and so, where were the mother?
All right. Where was the mother? Where was I when you were taking care of the kids?
You weren't doing anything.
All right.
Exactly. So,
no. You
You
asked the question, so I'm going to allow you to answer. You said, where was the mother? So let's start from us. Where was I when you were taking care of the kids? Where was I when you were taking care of the kids?
I don't think you was missing in action, but
I'm asking you a question.
I was doing my father.
No, I'm asking you a question.
I am not questioning your motherly duty. I would feel like
just said
you
know what? And I said to this. No. You see why? What's her name? Say you get caught. This is what happened. No. Listen, it's not in a way like you would say something. And then when it turn around to you, you don't know. What I'm saying to you is this. You said you were the one asked the question, where were the mothers when you and your friend was doing all of this? And I said, okay, I understand. So start from us.
You were working?
Okay.
I was at the hairdresser?
I was working and I was at the hairdresser. Okay, good. Where were you when I was taking care of them?
I think maybe the same thing. We're working, playing soccer.
So why we even talk?
We're not talking.
No, so this is why. This is why we're going back. This is why certain things have to be off the table. And for good parents who have to do and will work together as a parent to make it happen, these are the things.
You see what I just said right there? Is the reality out there that people don't want to feel. It's the elephant in the room. And for some reason, people don't see that. Because I'm just explaining something to you. If people listen to most female talk, they would, I just tell you that. Alright, you know what song about what Buju said? What you gonna do? Woman for the possession in not the radio. You know that song there? You know the song I say, and then Buju said, what you gonna do? Woman for the possession in not the radio. You see that song? Now I'm explaining something.
No, man.
This is real serious. So Buju and Wayne Wonder and maybe like Frankie Sly, this is a story. They used to go pick up the baby from babysitter. Wayne Wonder, they were young, used to have in baby and baby mother when love. Like we have put this on the record. This is how that song come about. And when the baby mother wife, I don't know all the thing fall apart. They always babysit that baby. So when you say, what you got? So they say they have the baby in the seat, and they must say, boy, can you make them move away if you have the baby? All of them are babysit the baby. And say, what you gonna? I said them a laugh, and them say the baby, and then say them a sing and I watch the baby. I'm saying, and there's a lot of
and it's vice versa.
And I think it's vice versa, but I think there's a lot of songs like that was written. And I can tell you, me and my friend them could make songs like that.
And me and my friend them can make songs like that.
But I feel you get to make that song though.
Oh.
Yes, I feel like y'all have so much of that song. I think even just saying about that song, it's long after you have to hear that story because it's not even makes sense. I'm just saying. But the whole thing is where the discussion need to have to say, all right, it's because we don't understand how important it is.
And that's what I'm saying. Knowing, understanding, and you know what happened? Listening and knowing is two different things, but here what's the key thing is understanding. And as we grow older and things change, we get better. And if we learn and we could share the information, because you have great mothers out there, excellent mothers, and you have great father, excellent father. But
there's excellent fathers?
Then in parenting, what we do is just share and understand. There's no great one-on-one. When you're being a parent, it's a work that we're togetherness, and we work together. We both two different people from two different home, two different whatever. So we're not gonna do everything alike.
And I think sometimes that is what we need to acknowledge, because I think that is what tearing down everything. Because sometimes we think that we are giant at the hip, and even say we giant at the hip.
No, but when you become husband and wife and ready to have a family, you become one. But sometimes, although we become one, we're gonna add when we start adding kids to it. It's not.
We become one.
And wait, we're gonna start adding kids to it. So there, where the addition start.
We become one.
Multiply is when you start having 1 plus. You know.
We become one, but the reason why it works is because we understand our position. If you go back to biblically, is white work.
And that's the thing. You just say understanding.
No. Yeah, but they're not going at it if you don't understand. Because if you don't understand, because most of what we are doing, we are in the stuff that we shouldn't be in. It's the reason why you talk about the Jewish woman and say they understand that they got to marry. Like
no, I never say that.
You said earlier.
I never say that. I never said that. Stop. Let me correct you. I said when you said the Jewish woman, you're the one who called the Jew. And I said the thing is, in the Jewish community, it's a culture that you have to marry before you have kids. Right. In our culture, you don't have to marry before you have kids. So, and that never part of our culture.
You don't want that for your kids?
We want it, but I'm saying it wasn't.
You don't want that for your kids? You don't want that for your kids?
We want it, but it wasn't something that we have to do. You and I didn't marry when I just have Shandy.
If I knew,
you and I didn't marry.
If I knew like how the Jewish kid at 30 now know, I would never kill without marrying. If I knew what the Jewish
that's what I just said, sweetheart. Listen
but this is what we're doing right now.
Yeah, but listen what I just said. Knowing and understanding is knowledge. If you don't know, you don't know.
But a lot of
because we never know.
But a lot of people out here raising kids and making decisions don't know nothing. This is what I'm saying.
And that's what I said. If you know it, you know it.
But a lot of us scared to say that we mess up. Is why so many people running wild out here, and nobody willing to say that yes, we mess up.
But saying we messed up not gonna even help.
But I think it's
turn the mess to something great. And listen,
you gotta take.
Sometimes no.
You gotta take responsibility.
Yes, but sometimes a lot of us can't deal with that.
That's not good. That's not good.
You don't talk about not good. Let me tell you something, and I can say it's not good. You know why? Because you deal with situation different, I deal with situation different, and the other person deal with situation different. Maybe for me to say to the person, you have to take accountability. They don't know how to do it. And if I said to the person, okay, I know you were wrong, but that's okay. Maybe that person knows to do it better that way. It's not everybody can take accountability. It's not everybody can stand up when they're wrong. Like, It's not everybody can stand up when you're wrong. And sometimes you can wrong. Sometimes you can wrong.
If you can't take accountability, then that don't make it right. You have to learn. You have to learn to do that because it's where it's gonna help you. It's like you lying to yourself for why? I say you to yourself that you're gonna lie to him, or I say a lie that you're gonna lie to yourself. No, there is this thing that you must have to go do your due diligence, find out how things work, and of course there's culture. And you're free to have 5 baby father. You're free to go have 6 baby father and then blame somebody for that. That's your problem. Can you get to do that? Because in our community, we do that. We have 5 baby father and said none of them is no good. And yet still, we have 10 more boyfriend and we didn't find no father within that to step up. And then we still complain. And what are we complaining about? Well, do you remember a discussion with a guy, right? He was saying, and I'm like, if you're with a girl and she have 3 kids and she have 2 kids here, so you see how you can meet her with 3 kids and she have 2 kids here, right? Me say, no, you're not break up. Me say, are you not the father of those other 3 kids? Him said, I'm taking care of my kids, right? Right? And then him said, So I said, what if you and I break up? No, I said, so what you say things? So when you go shop to get Christmas gift, and you and the 5 of them go, do you let all them just go pick, or you let your kids go pick and you carry the tree to our next cheap store? Him said, my responsibility is my 2 kids. I said, but you live with the woman you love her. Yeah, all right, say even if you're married to her, he said, what if you break up now with her? I said, are you going to bring those kids with you in terms of saying they are still your kids? Are you just going to worry about it? He said, man, I'm just worrying about my 2 kids. He said, bro, he said, I don't get into my feeling like that. That's her problem. That's her. And I'm like, wow. Right?
And that's a man saying it, right?
Yes. What do you think about that?
There we go again. It's understanding.
What would you do in that case if it was you?
If a woman, we have to carry on. But as a man, you can't even force him to take care of your kids. That is not his kid if you're in a breakup. But while he's in the relationship with me, there's no way you're going to treat my kids different from the one I have for him. But when you break up and separate, it's his responsibility to take care of his child. And if you want to take care of yours that he love and cherish, that would be a plus. But when you break up, you can't force him to do that. How you going to force him?
You're a conscious girl, like you say that.
Snappa.
Let me tell you why it's scary.
Snappa. I know you as a man and I'm a woman see things differently. But I'm going to say this. And I'm going to say it loud and clear. When you go into a relationship with a woman, and you know she have her kids, and you go in it and want to be a part of the family. When you become a part of the family, you love the cow, you have to love the calf. While you're there, you're going to take care of the mother and the kids the way it's supposed to be as a man. When you separate from that family and move on to another family and it's not your kids, it's up to you if you want to be a good father in that kid life and carry on. The biological father supposed to step up, and if you don't step up, it's okay. You don't have to be a biological father. Let me finish. You don't have to be a biological father to be a father, but I cannot force you to father my kids that is not yours if I can't force the biological father.
I give that to you. If I give the argument to you,
well, that's it.
Hold on, I give it to you. But how much time do you get to make that mistake as a woman?
I don't know.
Do you get to make that mistake as a woman? This is a serious question I'm talking to you, Andrew, right now, blessed nurse. As a woman, how much time you think you get to make that mistake? I give you that one where the man come, love your kid in the relationship, no work out, and gone about in business, right? Who wrong from who right?
Parents or the adopted parents to give a different love. I think it's the same thing.
But you know, even though we take a big turn, I will tell you 10 more minutes and wrap it up. I think the sperms that So we just want to know. So me personally now say I'm Mr. Right. Me want help. Because me want to know